So much. We are about 2 hours away now from Governor Henry McMaster delivering the 2025 State of the State address.
Lawmakers will pack into the State House to hear McMaster talk about the economy and lay out his goals for the year.
Yeah, he'll also talk about what he hopes that the legislature gets accomplished during this 2025 session. Josie Frost is at the State House tonight. Josie, what are you expecting to hear the governor focus on tonight?
Andrea, Erica, there are a couple of key points. Now, just in a few hours, we'll see the members of the House and the Senate join together to be addressed by the governor on his plans for the state. And he's expected to tout the state's economic development and financial successes, as well as a couple of big issues facing the General Assembly this session. Now, the first one of those, his top priority, is teacher pay. He's proposing boosting starting teacher salary to $50,000 this year. Now, the Education Scholarship Trust Fund program, that's another big issue that's taken up a lot of debate in the Senate. Now, the governor proposed using money from the education lottery to fund that program, and the Senate has been working on that bill since session began, and if it passes, it'll go to the House. Now, lawmakers are saying that they expect to hear more about his education plans.
What are his plans for the future on education? If this body is going to pass vouchers, then what are we going to do to make sure that that voucher money does not decrease in number? What are we going to do to make sure that those scholarships that were being paid for with that money are not going to decrease in number? And how do we plan on continuing this budget without any new revenue sources like medical marijuana or gambling?
I think another big issue on the forefront this year that the governor shares is continue raising the pay salary for teachers. They're crafting and molding and shaping the leaders of tomorrow. So I think it's important that we prop them up.
Now, he's also expected to address the state's energy crisis. There are bills in both the House and the Senate to start new projects and generate more energy to meet the state's needs. And along with that, Hurricane Helene recovery. The governor allotted nearly $200 million to help fix damaged roads in the state and replenish some of those disaster relief funds. And some lawmakers have also said that they want to hear the governor address that financial audit into that missing $1.8 billion. Now, there's been some concern among lawmakers about a ding to the state's financial credit rating and how that might affect the state's overall financial health. So some lawmakers have said they want to hear the governor address that and how it thinks that it might impact the state. And we'll have more on what you can expect from this address coming up at 6. Andrea, Erica.
All right, Josie, thank you so much.
And we do understand, take a look here at your screen, that our governor's yearly address tackles the state's success, failures, and the plans for next year. He's also going to share what he hopes the legislature can pass this session. Tonight's speech is live at 7 o'clock and can be watched, of course, on air and over on WLTX+. By the way, tonight is McMaster's 8th address since taking office.
All right, in other news tonight,